darts on a board and hoping one of them sticks. Like that's really what happens. You're just shooting messages, like profiles, and you're not going to tailor every message into a novel and then go nowhere. That's not going to happen. So, and it's funny because the app Bumble had, they tried to experiment with, because Bumble's whole thing is that women start the conversation. And, well, they were actually complaining to Bumble that this is too hard. Like, I can't do this. Like, I'm like, well, welcome to a man's world. You guys expect them to initiate all these conversations, like welcome to our world, and this even goes back before apps, right? It's always the guy who's supposed to approach the female. It's always the guy who initiates everything. And with that comes a level of anxiety. Now that anxiety has been taken out with the apps because you're not really talking to somebody in person. The threat of rejection isn't there. It's not as big as in person. So alleviates that. So you'd think but I found it funny that women were complaining, like not even sending a message on an app was too hard and too stressful, because they were fearing like, oh my God, I might get rejected if I message and I don't respond to. So, but with guys, they'll shoot those messages, and if I was to tell a woman, I was like, no, like that's them being interested in you. The reason they message you is because they're interested, and they're trying to. It's a feeler. It's like, hey, do you want to talk or not? Now, you have the choice of ignoring it. You have a choice of saying, hey, what's up? And a lot of times, the sad part is that it ends there. Somebody will say hi, the other person will say hey, and then it just ends. And it's almost, it doesn't go anywhere. Or if it goes maybe a few sentences back and forth, and then it ends there. Now, my advice to a guy, move on. That was nothing more than somebody who's bored and just, like message you at that time, but they're not interested. They're really not. So I wouldn't look at that as, oh, maybe they just haven't gotten back to me. That's BS. Move on. I have my personal thing when I was on the apps was that if I don't hear back or respond, I give you 2 days. If not, I delete you off the match. You're no longer matched with me. I'm not going to keep a running tally of match. What's that?
I do that.
Yeah. It's the sad fact is that a lot of women do use the apps for validation, and they kind of enjoy the fact that, hey, look at all these guys that are like talking to me.
Men do that too.
Men do that too, but not as much as women. No,
how do you know that?
I disagree. I think I still stand by. I think men are the romantics.
You think men are the romantics? And women are not the romantics? Are you kidding me?
Not at all.
Some men are the romantics.
But the what's it called? But it is. Just know that people I'll just give people on these apps do use these things for validation. And that is the toxic part of the apps. But I would say, don't feed that. Just delete, move on. They didn't answer you. And it goes to the BS of, just remember that if somebody wanted to talk to you, they could talk to you. Everybody has this right on them, and they're going through the apps and they see your message. It's not like they didn't see your message. So
totally. Come on.
They just haven't gotten back. No, you gave them 2 days. They didn't respond. Move on. But to keep back to the conversations, you have to. A problem that I've seen women do this, because I've helped a lot of women. I've talked to them. I said, look, you need to cut this out. And the same with guys. You can't keep the conversation going on these apps. Now, let's say the conversation is good and they are reciprocating. Messages are going back and forth. Seal the deal and set up a date. You can't keep this. Neither party there is there to be a pen pal. If you're there to be a pen pal, I'm sorry, but you're going to be cut off. Women are not looking for pen pals. I was never looking for a pen pal. If somebody was just going to keep messaging me back and forth and not set up a date, I'm like, bye. I get bored. Yeah, you get bored. I have no time for that. But here's the thing. you're leaving out all mystery about you. If you reveal everything about you on the app and I'm going to speak from a guy's perspective. If you're a guy and you start telling, because you're trying to impress this girl, right? You want to go out with her, then ask her out, because you'd be surprised